Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Louie.
And I'm Alyssa.
And this is our channel where we're going to be recording and uploading our progress and journey with our very first grow tent. For the first video, we're going to be putting up our Vivosun Grow Tent Pro. It's the 5x5 with the measurements being 60 by 60 by 80. So let's attempt to put this thing together and see how it goes. Alright, so inside the box it looks like we got the holding poles. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ones. We've got the connectors, 2 90 pieces, or all the 90s, and some straps, and then the tent itself. So far, this is the base for the Vivosun 5x5. So far, it's been a pretty easy process to set up. The only thing or problem that we happened to run into once was sometimes you gotta twist these around. They'll get all these corner pieces, you might have them flipped, so you just gotta figure it out as you go. But other than that, so far, it's been a pretty easy process, and let's hope it continues to stay that way. So after you get the base done, then you're gonna go ahead and start working on the actual tent itself, the cover. And so for the first step, they wanted you to go ahead and take and find the bottom of the tent inside, and you're gonna slide it under and have to stretch it out to all the bases. So now we got our bottom. For the next step, we are going to be, let you read it.
We're going to be pulling up the tent roof and cover the top of the frame.
Alrighty. Alright, so we went ahead and we got the top all put on. So now all that's left is to zip this up. And if I were you guys, I wouldn't really worry about which side you got the door facing, because once it's all up, you can just go ahead and spin the whole thing. Lift it up and just spin it, because it is very confusing to figure out which side is which, but it's easy to go ahead and flip it when it's done. So we're gonna go ahead and zip this up and see what it looks like.
Okay, we're gonna have to get on the outside and do it.
Alrighty.
Almost there.
Soon. Alright, we gotta unzip ourselves out of here. She locked us in. Alright. If you wanna hold it, I'll go ahead and finish zipping it up. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring the zipper from the backside up to here because I feel like when we open it, we're gonna want the zipper right about here, so it's just easy to go ahead, zip open, and step in. So let's go to the backside. I suggest having a very large room if you're gonna get a tent this big because there's not much room now, but it's
we are also doing this in a bedroom. Not a basement or anything with a lot of room, so.
But it depends on the size of your room. It's pretty hard to do in a room. But doing it in a room does benefit you if your basement is not ventilated or has heat or AC because it's harder to control the temperature. So here you go. You wanna record me pulling the back up? You probably don't gotta record me. You just sit right. I'll be back. I'll be there in a second. I'm on the way. Alrighty.
So it looks like the this is the front.
Yes. So
we're gonna have to turn this around.
We're gonna turn this around. So we just read the directions before we put up the lights, and what did they say?
We are going to install horizontal support rods, which is letter G, in accordance with our needs, which is the fans and the lights support bars.
Alrighty. Alright guys, for the lights, we got the 200 watt Vivosun Aero light. These are the wing ones. They come with all the accessories. Looks like the plug, the adapters, and the strings to hold them up. And I was doing a lot of research on these, and it looks like Vivosun won an award for the design on these. They have the fan built in, and the lights are pretty crazy. If you want to hold this, I'll go ahead and open them up. Just show you what it is. So they got the wing design on them. You hold them up. You can put them up higher if need be. You can hold it from a distance. You can put them up higher. You can put them lower. If you want to box them out, you can do that too. And then there's that fan in the middle. So that's the that's the whole design, and we got to get these set up all around here.
So this right here is the Aerozesh T6.
It looks like it comes with the Grow Hub. There we go. Mispronounced that one. And then here it is. Looks like it has the accessories here on the side, as well as here. And then it also comes with
the user manuals, and then maybe some hardware in here.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely keep that.
And then we have the 6-inch 8 feet air aluminum duct.
Alright, put that to the side. Last but not least, the heavy part.
This is the 6-inch carbon filter.
Looks like in this box, it is the carbon filter. and the covering. I believe that is it for that box.
Whatever you have on the bottom.
Alright guys, so if you're using the same 5x5 tent that we're using, you're going to notice that you have 2 E's and 2 F's. So if you try to put the F's on top and the E's on bottom, it's not going to work. We tried it. It definitely did not work. So you're going to want to make sure that you read the lettering. The letterings are right there on some parts. Like one of these. Here you go. Shine the light back a little bit. If you look, you'll see an E. So you read the E's. You want the E's on top, going across, and then you want the F's on the bottom going across. You just don't want to block this right here. But yes, that is what you do with the 4 of those. If you don't have a 5x5 and you have anything smaller, I believe you're only going to have 2 poles, or 3 poles, so you do 1 E on top. Alright, so we went ahead and got the ventilation system set up. We started out with this right here. Ran the duct all the way out to the back and down, and it just ends off down there. And we got it attached on here. We had to screw it in, but we hit the screw up top. Then we got these 2 right here. They were actually hidden inside of the carbon air filter, and so that was kind of hard to find. But and then you want to use the 2 straps that came with the tent that was in the box from earlier, and you want to attach them onto the carbon air filter. But we realized that there's nothing really holding this together, so you kind of just have to push all those close together, try to keep it as tight as possible. But yeah, that's how we went ahead and just did the carbon air filter system. Alright, so next up we got the Vivosun Grow Hub. It is the E4 2A model. I went ahead and cut it. Just gotta open it up now. So it looks like inside the box just comes with just the Grow Hub itself. And yeah, that's all that comes in this box. Alright, next we're going to be putting on the Grow Hub. So it says all you gotta do is remove this tape cover and stick to the inside surface of the tent. So alright, and then you're gonna line it up with this right here, but just on the inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it to the outside. Let's see. I got mine hung. Now it's nice and center on there. Alright, so that part's done. Now we just gotta put all the... Alright, so we went ahead and got 2 of the lights set up. We got one of them plugged in. It is very bright. That's what it looks like. And then she's gonna show how we've been getting them put on for our last one.
So it also comes with the power cord and the network cable, and then the straps to hang them up. So you just clip these onto these hangers right here. One on one hanger and one on the other hanger.
Then you guys are going to want to loosen, push this button in and pull this to get it a little bit looser before you hang it up. Alright, so you got them hooked up. You're going to want to hook those onto that. And then I'm going to go ahead. Oh, just hit my head on the light. We got to get all these boxes out of here. Alright, I'm going to jump up there. I'll hold it up.
Let's get it that way.
Also, I'd make sure all of your inputs are going to be facing the same way. when you do the cords. And this is how you hang it up. So then you'll be able to pull up with that one. Same thing there. Now they're held up. You just gotta pull. There you go. Alrighty. There are all three of the lights.
And then you also want to make sure you just wrap these, the remaining of the tie around the pole to keep it out of the way.
We aren't really good with hiding our wire, our strings, but it's alright. So this is what the light setup is gonna look like once you're done. And we just got it hooked in right there, running it through over here. I'm sure there's probably a better way to do it. That's the way we got going so far. And then we still got to hook up the connection cables here out to the hub. Alrighty, so we got all the lights hooked up. We just gotta make this wiring look neater. But to do the lights, you're going to plug in every power cord like so, and then you're going to take this first one. See, it's a little loose, but you're gonna plug it in through that first spot right there, and you are going to run it to your smart hub, and then you're going to go ahead and take your other cables, plug them in to each other as so, and then do the same thing with that one, and that daisy chains them all together, and then you can go ahead and control them with your app.
Alright, so here we have the Vivosun Aerowave E6 Gen 2. We're gonna have one probably in this corner and in that corner, or whichever, honestly, because these have fans in them too, so. And these also connect with the smart grow hub as well. This is what they are. And then you use these cables to connect it with the grow hub, and then it comes with the clip to hang onto your poles. These look like zip ties in here. Yeah, these are just some zip ties. And this is to whatever.
Alright, everybody get them hooked up.
Hey guys, so if you ordered the same Smart Grow Tent Pro as we did, make sure all of your packages arrive, because they get sent on different days. We had packages arriving a couple of days apart from each other, and we just got our Smart Grow System USB-C splitter. This is going to be able to connect both of our fans, these little clip-on fans, because the system right here, it does not have enough plugins for it, so we have to get this splitter to be able to connect both of our fans. And then this is what the USB-C splitter looks like, and this is going to go in slot B, which is right here, right next to
the thermostat?
Yeah, the thermostat.
Alright, so if you pull that,
and then plug this in right here, And then this is gonna go into slot B. And then make sure it's all the way plugged in. They're a little hard to get in there. And then we're gonna plug in our other fan through this one right here, so they're both connected.
So we ordered the Vivosun AeroStream humidifier. They said it is smart compatible, so you can control it through the app wherever you need. And I guess it's one of their SGS lines, which is what pretty much most of the things they sent us. Vivosun, if you want to sponsor us, please do. But sadly, we did not. None of this is sponsored. So we are going to be taking it and running it through one of these vents. And yeah, so that'll be the humidifier that we went ahead and went with for the tent.
Okay, so the last two things that we are going to be doing is we are going to be putting this vent cover on that Vivosun gave us in the kit. It goes on your vent duct, and it's just a cover for that, and it goes out of this side right here onto the outside, and we will be covering it with the vent cover that they gave us. And then the last thing is that we are going to put this waterproof floor mat that they gave us in the box that had all of these poles in it. It just protects the ground because this is waterproof and you don't want to get water on the actual tent part.
Alright, so there's the whole tent put together. The netting that they sent you, you won't need right away. You'll need that in later stages. But yeah, that's the entire tent. Alright, what's going on, guys? So we wanted to let the tent run for a day before we post our video so we can make sure that we had everything running properly. And the one thing we did notice is that we had our support rods the wrong way throughout the entire video. So you actually want your support rods to be pushing the tent outwards like this. And if you notice in our video, we had them coming inwards, but the only reason we noticed that was wrong, and you guys might run into the same problem, is because when you're running your inline fan, it's pulling all that air in and pushing it out the back, and it was creating a lot of negative air, so our tent was just sucking in like a juice box. But once we flip these out, kind of helped that a lot. And we put in a duct just towards, or just inside of one of those spots, and on the outside we don't have anything running to it. It's just there to put air in, but we did put that cover on the end of it to keep anything from coming through it, like any bugs or insects or anything like that, which hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, so that's the only thing we've noticed throughout the day. I think everything else is set up correctly. But we also did take off our carbon air filter because we really don't need it unless you're worried about the smell. But we aren't worried about the smell. But also the smell won't be coming until flowering. So if you do want to use it, I would save it till then. But as of right now, you don't really need it. But yeah, that's what we've come to the conclusion of, and everything else now is perfect. So thanks, guys. All right.
Hey guys, thank you for watching our tutorial on how to put up and set up the Vivosun Smart Grow Tent Pro.
And if you guys liked the video, feel free to subscribe to us and follow along with us on our journey for our first ever grow.
And then we will be putting the link in the bio to the tent that we got.
Yep, and the humidifier, and I believe that'd be it.
Thank you.